Welcome to Hollywood Impact. For the first time ever, someone doing an episode is wearing a hat. Why is that? A lot of Boston stuff, you see it. No, I'm not a Boston fan, but Happy Gilmore is. Happy Gilmore 2 came out this past week, and I have some thoughts on it. Before I get into the nitty-gritty thoughts of it though, just a few things. It was directed by Kyle Newacek, who, if you're not aware, he is a guy that works on Workaholics. I'm a huge fan, so when I saw that, I was very comforted. Speaking of being comforted, this movie had a lot riding on it because of the first movie. Pretty much everybody has seen it. There was a lot of pressure for it to be good, and that affected me as well. I was kind of nervous almost watching it. I wanted it to be so good that I was like scared to watch it. But here are some thoughts on it. First, the negatives. Let's just get into the bad before we get into the good. It's an Adam Sandler movie, so it's got a lot of cameos. A lot of cameos from people that probably don't need to be. While I do appreciate Adam Sandler looking out for his friends and giving them some roles in his movies, in terms of just like the critical side of me, I didn't need a lot of the cameos. It focused a lot on nostalgia. Most of you that have seen the second one have probably seen the first one. You probably don't need all of the flashbacks and all of the footage from the first movie and all of that. So maybe they went a little overboard on that. It is a 30-year gap between the first and second, so maybe it's needed, but to me it wasn't as needed as much as it was done. Lastly, some of the decisions in the storyline. I won't spoil anything because that's not what we do here at Hollywood Impact most of the time. I'd love to, but Christian won't let me. So without spoiling too much, Julie Bowen's character, Virginia, there is a really interesting choice at the beginning that I do not totally agree with. I don't agree with how they did it, and I thought it kind of just sat in the back of my mind anytime she did show up during the movie. All I could think about was that decision and how I didn't like it, and it kind of took me out a little bit. On to the positives though. This movie's funny. It's an Adam Sandler movie. He's still got it. It's still going to be funny. There were a lot of parts I laughed at. It leaned a lot on what made the first movie really funny, while not being as like quotable and all of that. Maybe not quite the pop culture hit the first one was. That's okay. It was still pretty funny. I laughed at a lot of it. Secondly, the casting. Loved the casting. A lot of people from the first movie that were necessary. A lot of cameos from actors that I did like and celebrities that I did like. The list goes on because there are a lot of cameos. A lot of the real golfers like Scotty Scheffler, who was awesome in this. Will Zalatoris was awesome in this. Some of the other guys were fine. I like that they were there, but some of the other guys were not as highlighted as much. A lot of wrestlers. I'm a wrestling fan, so I like seeing Becky Lynch and MJF in that. Travis Kelce was in it, and I thought him and Bad Bunny, a lot of stuff that worked really well with the celebrities that I was surprised Bad Bunny was as good as he was. Bad Bunny was good in this. He was funny. I enjoyed it. So those are the things that I liked, that I disliked about it. It's comparable to F1, which if you haven't seen, pause this, go watch that with me and Christian. That was a great episode. Definitely go watch that. Now that you have seen that and you're back to this, it's like F1 in that it made it feel more like a real golf movie with real golfers in a real tournament. And it made it feel, I don't know, it made it feel more authentic, where the first one was just kind of like, yeah, they're golfing, I guess, so on and so forth. But adding the real golfers and the real aspect of it, real stories, actually made it a lot more, I guess, authentic and kind of better for me in that way. Not that this is better than F1. F1's way better. Sorry. But yeah, overall, this is a movie I would absolutely watch. It won't be on channels because it's a Netflix movie, but I thought they did a really good job with this. Like I said, this was kind of a movie where you're a little nervous about franchises and doing sequels and going on like that. Looking at you, bad boys. But I thought this did a solid job of progressing the story, telling the story of Happy Gilmore, and I thought it was just fine. It was funny. It was good. So to wrap it all up, I would give it a score of a solid 7.2. Worth your time. Is it going to be the pop culture hit the first one was? No, absolutely not. Don't expect that going into this if you're a fan of the first one. I think the first one's a top 10 movie all time. tough to live up to that. Please like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. I am not on TikTok, but you TikTokers out there, you are great, and I love you too. You do your thing, kiddos. To all my regular people on YouTube and Instagram, you do the same thing, like, comment, subscribe, share, do all that fun stuff. Get this chip going. We need to get this going. Get more people on board. For Hollywood Impact, I'm Sam Appleby. Deuces.